what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero and welcome to another Pixel art tutorial. In this Pixel art tutorial, we're going to be building the sigil from the House Tully of Game of Thrones. You know, this is like their banner, their shield, their emblem basically. So for their sigil, we're going to need some black wool, white wool, gray wool, red wool, and blue wool. So we're going to start by lining up and placing 9 black blocks. Now, I got this pattern from candypatterns.com. Make sure to check them out. So we're going to start with 9 blocks, like I said before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to place 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 over blue wool. And now we're going to place 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So make sure you guys have that so far. Now what we're going to do next, we're going to grab our white wool and we are going to place 1, 2. Actually 1. Let's just delete that. 1, 2, 3. Let's move our blocks, our blue and white block closer together, just so it'll make it easier to build. So there we go. Make sure you guys have that. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to place a blue, then a white, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and below we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then blue, white, then we're going to do blue, and 1, 2, 3, then 1, and then 2, 1, 2. So make sure you guys have this so far. As you can see, the Tully sign has like 2 little waves or ripples and then the flying fish. So that's going to be the first ripple. Now let's do it on this side. We're going to grab our blue wool, then white, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, and 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go down, white, and 2 blocks. So let's go this way, turn around. This is what you guys should have so far. Pause it if you need to. Now what we're going to do next is that right here, we're going to place 1 blue block, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, so that it equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to grab our blue, replace white, then blue, and 1, 2, 3, blue again, white, and then we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 5 white wools on the top, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then white wool, then we're going to place blue, blue, and blue. Actually no, we're just going to place 1 like that, and then 1, 2. So that's going to be the second ripple of that side. So now let's do the other one on the other side. But first, make sure you guys have this so far. Let me just put those 2 blocks here so it's easier to see. Awesome. Now for this side, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to place blue wool, then white, then right here we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Let's fill this bottom part in. And then we're going to place a blue wool, white wool, and then right here we are going to place another 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's grab our blue wool. Here we're going to place 1 block, and then we're going to place 2 blocks, like so. So now let's take a step back. This is what we should have so far. We have finished the little Tully sign. So that's pretty nice. Now what we're going to do next is that we are going to take a little break here. Pause it if you need to. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to grab our red wool. And right here in this little block, we're going to count 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to place black, black. As you can see, that's going to be the start of the fish. So make sure 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to place our 2 here. Then 2 white wools. Then we're going to bring our black up to the same level. And we're gonna add 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and up. 3 white wools. Black wool here. Black wool here. Light gray wool, or I mean gray wool. And gray wool. And then we're gonna grab our white wool, and we're gonna place 1 block here and here. Then we're gonna grab our black, and we're gonna place 2 blocks here. 1, 2. Then 1 here. Here. Then white, black, white, black. So that it ends up being 4 diagonal blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna grab our white wool, we're gonna place 1 here, and then we're gonna place a plus sign with our black wool. Whoops. Like that. Awesome. Now to this plus sign, this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. White wool, black wool, white wool, black wool, and white wool. Now in the bottom right here, we're gonna add 1, 2, 3. So now let's take a step back. This is a really complicated fish. As you can see, it has like a really unique design. So that's why I'm taking my time doing this. So this is gonna be the hardest part of the tutorial, is basically just building the fish. So I'm gonna take a lot of pauses throughout the video. So now what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna grab our black wool. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna place 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna place 1. Then here, here, like that. Then a gray wool block goes here. We're gonna grab our white wool and we're gonna place 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and up like that. Now let's grab our black wool and place 2 blocks like so. Pretty simple. Not much to it. Now what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna place another black wool here. We're gonna grab our gray wool and replace 1 block here and here. We're gonna go back up here. We're gonna grab our black wool and replace 3 black wool blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 over gray. We are gonna grab our black wool and we replace 1 block here. Then white, then black, then white, then black, and then white, black. So as you can see, it's 4 diagonal blocks. We're gonna grab our white again, and we are gonna place, actually no, we're gonna take 1 step back, pause it if you need to. Now what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna go down here where this is it, and we're gonna grab our white wool, then our black wool, then our white, black. Next to this black, we're gonna grab 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then right here we're gonna place 5 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see now this fish is taking shape. So make sure you guys have this so far. This will now be another great time to pause it if you need to. Let's go do the top fin. So we need to grab our gray wool and we're gonna go up here and we're gonna place gray wool, white wool, black wool, then gray wool, and white wool. That's gonna be the little fin on the top of the flying fish. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna go back to the tail. Right here, we're gonna grab our black wool. We're gonna place 1 block here, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. And then what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna place another black, and then a white wool goes here. Next to this white wool, we are gonna place 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, and 1 block right here, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, black wool, and black wool. And then all that we have left to do, it's that right here we're gonna place black, black, then white, 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 and then black and black. And then the rest of the fish is just going to be white. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. This fish is really complicated to build, believe it or not. So if you're struggling, do not feel bad, because it was a tough little fish to make. I think it took me the first time about like a solid maybe 6 minutes. So if you're having trouble, don't worry, because I'm going to take another break right here so you guys can just hit pause and copy what you see on your screen. And it's a hard fish, so don't worry if you don't get it the first time, because it took me a couple of times myself. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna grab our black wool, I mean our red wool, sorry, and we're gonna place 5 red wools right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna place our 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3. Let's go over here. We're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3. Now we need to do the sides of the shield. For the sides of the shield, we're gonna go all the way here. And in this little part, we are gonna place 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. So that you have that side of the shield. Now we're gonna do this side. So remember, right here, we're gonna place 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Now let's take a massive step back. This is what we have so far for the shield. Now, make sure you guys have this. It looks pretty cool as it is, honestly. And now we're going to finish the shield by just connecting all the blocks. So make sure you guys have this so far. Remember that it's 9, 4, 3. So 3, 4, 9, 4, 3, 3, 4, 9, 4, 3. So just remember the big one, 9. Second row is 4, and third row is 3. Okie dokie, so now here comes the fun part. Let's connect them. So we're gonna do our regular just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and our last block. Same thing on this side. We're gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and our last block. That is so satisfying to see them come together, and that's how you know you did it right. So if they all line up properly, you did the circle correctly. So that's always relieving to make it to just put the last block and everything's where it needs to be. So once again, we're gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and our last block right there. Now on this side, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and our last block. Awesome. So now, as you can tell, all that we have left to do is just to paint it red and paint it blue. So remember, below the waves, it's gonna be blue, and then above the waves, it's gonna be red. So let's do that right now. Probably gonna speed this part up, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Awesome, so now that we did the blue part, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna grab our red part, and I'm also gonna speed the red part up, so I'll see you guys in a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna grab our blue, replace white, and blue, and 1, 2, 3. Blue again, white, and then we're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5 white wools on the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then white wool. Then we're going to place blue, blue, and blue. Actually, no. We're just going to place one like that. And then 1, 2. So that's awesome. So we have finished building the house Tully Sigil from the show Game of Thrones. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give us a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't so you can stay up to date with all our newest videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching. This was William from Rocket Zero. And before I leave, if you're interested in building the Greyjoy house sigil, I made a video of it before this one, and I'll make sure to link it down below. So thank you so much for watching. This was William from Rocket Zero. We'll see you next time.